Hello everybody, this is Paragon23 and today I'll be showing you how to make uniform previews. And as I said in my pants video, I'm not sure how people struggle with this, but I still see people mess up or people asking me how to make them. It makes no sense to me because it's one of the most simple things, but I'll show you here today how to make them. So here's a few examples. Here's one I made for, I believe, the Columbia Lions of the UFL. One I made for my Georgia team in NCAAF. One I made for Michigan in NCAAF, Arizona State in OCFA, and TCU in an upcoming league. So, how do we take this and turn it into one of these previews? Most people have it figured out, but let's do it here. So, one thing you can start out with is with this little template I have here, which you can find in my Discord, which I'll link in the description below under the Starter Kits channel. But you don't have to use this. As you saw earlier, I don't use it. So first we'll start by using this template, and I'll show you how to make it, and then I'll show you how to not use the template. I like to have it transparent in the background, just so on Discord when you show it off, it looks nicer. So let's go ahead and get started. So as you can tell, this is like the front of a Roblox character. Here's his arms, legs, and torso. And that's all you need to show is the front of the jersey. The back of the jersey is never going to look as good or as detailed. And it's usually what people want to show off. If you want to show off the whole jersey, then you just show off the template. So let's go ahead. We're going to first do this arm. We'll do it in order. So this is the right arm as if it were facing you. So it's this area here. We're going to copy this, the whole face. So it should be 64 by 128, as you can see at the bottom. You're going to do a Control-C and copy it. Now, with this template, you can't paste unless you want it to be transparent. So you're going to make a new layer, name it whatever you like. I'm going to name it Jersey. Actually, I'll name it Uniform. And Control-V, paste. And you're going to drag it over the arm as if it was the person wearing it. So that's all there is to that part. Now we're going to do the torso. So let's move up to the torso. This is the front face of the torso as if it were facing towards you. So copy from this corner to the bottom corner of your template. Should be 128 by 128, perfect square. Control-C to copy. Control-V onto the uniform. And simply drag it so it connects with the sleeve. And it should line up perfectly, so there's a corner there and a corner there. Now the other sleeve, we'll be doing the same exact thing we did with the other sleeve. Copy the corner here on this arm with that. So it should be 64 by 128. Control-C, Control-V on the template. Drag it up to the top. And that's all there is to the jersey part. We can see the front face of the jersey. So we're done with the jersey part. Now we need to work on the pants. So as you can see, there's the legs alone here. So now we're going to go to the pants. Now if you're using this pants template, we see there's some overlapping at the top. Roblox doesn't show the pants overlap unless there's transparency in the shirt. So we're not going to show the top of the pants here since there's no transparency here. We'll copy this, the whole face of the front. Remember 64 by 128. Control-C, Control-V. Drag it so it covers the leg. It's pretty easy. Now we can use this move selection tool instead of having to drag it all over again. And you could have used this earlier if you wanted to. And we'll just move it over to this leg. So it covers it copies the whole face, the edges of the front face. Control-C, Control-V into the template. Drag it over so it covers it. And there you go. That's all there's to it. And if you wanted to share it, you could do multiple things. You could using anti-aliasing disabled, go to the background and color this area differently. Whatever color you like, really. If you wanted to, you could put a design or a logo back there, but I'm not really worried with that. So that's all you do. I mean, you could file, save as a PDN, but the purpose of this is to have it as a PNG. So you do file, save as, PNG, name it whatever you like. So now I'm going to show you the way that you do it without the template, the way I like to do it. So first, you have to remember these dimensions. So click a new page. Width will be 256, which is the arm plus the torso plus the arm in pixel length or width, and the height, because your character is technically a block, 256, it'll be a perfect square. Okay, that's all you do. Now we're going to delete this whole white color on this new page. As I did earlier, copy this whole arm. And as you'll find later, if you have no accessories, you only have to copy a little bit, which is what I do. You don't need to make a new layer because it's already transparent. Control V onto here in the corner perfectly. The quicker way I like to do is to move over to the sleeve. Control C and Control V into here. Drag this over and put this in this corner. And now go up to the jersey, select the corner, and go to the other corner. Control C, Control V, and fit it right in the middle. And there's the jersey for you. Now we'll do the pants. Control C from here, selecting the whole face. Control V into the template. Make sure it's in line with the torso because the legs are only connected to the torso and doesn't overlap over the bottom. Go back to the pants. We can use this move selection tool to select the next face. Make sure it's perfectly in line. Control C, Control V, move it over. And it should be in line with the torso once again. Make sure it doesn't overlap at the bottom. Deselect, and there's your template. That's what I like to do. It's pretty simple. You can also use it to find out some discrepancies. As you can see, I mean, there's a little problem here, but I think when you play in game, you won't really notice it. You can also use it to, when you're making templates, copy it, put it together, see if it looks weird. That's usually what I do, just to make sure, you know, it doesn't look too curvy, too straight, edged. Also to make sure opacity looks the same. So, I mean, that's all there is to it. Good luck in making your uniforms and showing them off on Discord.